What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and today we are officially on the road to WrestleMania 41. Night 1 takes place tomorrow night live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm very excited for it. Double night of WrestleMania, along with the Hall of Fame, Friday Night SmackDown, NXT Stand and Deliver. A lot of stuff coming our way. So let's kick things off with WWE Monday Night Raw from April 14th, 2025, live in Sacramento, California. We kick off Raw with the WWE World Champion Gunther, who comes out and calls Michael Cole into the ring to do an in-ring promo. Gunther says, "Last week, Jey Uso looked me in the eye and told me he wasn't afraid of me anymore. I'm here to tell you that Jey Uso is full of crap. Screw Jey Uso and screw everything he stands for. I'm the greatest gift this company has received. For 80% of my time in the WWE, I've been champion. I refuse to let someone like Jey Uso ruin that for me. At the end of the day, the bell has to ring, and you can't lace my boots, and I will put you down a fourth time. The last few weeks, I was told I lost control. For 37 years, I've never lost control. When I took a bath in your brother's blood, I was in full control and loved it. I'm looking forward to calling my mom, telling her I beat Jey Uso and retained my title." A strong promo here from Gunther. The best part of it was when he talked about how he was bathing in his brother's blood, mentioning Jimmy Uso. This match is for the World Title WrestleMania, and I'm not that excited for it. I like Jey Uso as a person, but as a wrestler, the fans just cheer for him, and it's only because of his song. Like, Gunther's kind of right. The bell is going to ring. And I think they will have a good match, but if you're a Jey Uso fan, it's basically because you like his music, in my eyes. He's a good wrestler, but he hasn't really done anything to prove himself, and I do think he's going to win at WrestleMania, but he's got a big test against Gunther, and Gunther laid the foundation for that here on Raw. We have WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Liv Morgan with her partner Raquel Rodriguez. Liv's taking on Bayley with the Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria in Bayley's corner. A decent match here. We saw Liv Morgan hit Bayley with a code breaker on the apron, and then Liv jumps into a stunner by Bayley. Bayley hits a Bayley to belly. Raquel then puts Liv Morgan's foot on the rope. Lyra attacks Rhea, but she's met with a big boot on the floor. Lyra ends up hitting Liv Morgan, and then Bayley gets a roll-up in an action-packed match. Bayley and Lyra will challenge the Women's Tag Team Champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania. And with Bayley getting the win here, I have a feeling that those two are going to lose at WrestleMania. It's going to be a good tag match, but again, this is kind of just brought together. I would rather have seen Lyra defend the title against Bayley instead of them teaming together, but this is just what WWE is doing. It's a way to get Liv on the card and a way to get Bayley on the card, I guess. But I have a feeling Liv and Raquel are going to retain. Next, we have Rey Mysterio with the LWO taking on Julius Creed with American Made in his corner. Chad Gable drops Rey Mysterio on the top rope, and then LWO and American Made brawl, leading the referee to kick them both out. El Grande Americano runs down and distracts Rey, although Rey is able to hit a 619 and a drop of dime to Julius to get the victory. After El Grande Americano attacks Rey Mysterio and lands a flying headbutt, and Rey and El Grande will meet at WrestleMania. This is going to be the moment where we know El Grande is Chad Gable. Rey has his moment to unmask Chad Gable unmask El Grande in front of everybody, and I definitely think WrestleMania is the opportunity to do it. They're going to have a good match because Chad Gable is a great technical wrestler and Rey is a great high flyer, and their styles clash well, so I'm excited for that match. We then hear from the New Day. They'll be taking on the War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles. Really nothing much was said here aside from that the New Day have always been prepared for war, and they're going to take the titles. We see AJ Styles taking on Karrion Kross next with Scarlett in Kross's corner. Kross is wearing pants that are similar to AJ Styles. Kross lands a backbreaker and a DVD for a 2 count. AJ Styles lands a running forearm after Karrion Kross pretends like he hurt his ankle, and Kross goes to attack Styles. And then AJ hits a vertebreaker and a phenomenal forearm, and AJ Styles gets the win. After the victory, Logan Paul comes out. Logan Paul says, AJ Styles, congratulations, you did it. You show these generic losers why our match is going to cook. Here's what you're up against. And then when Logan throws a video package of himself in the WWE, AJ Styles says, that's a cute little video, but bring your ass in here. AJ attacks Logan Paul until Karrion Kross helps Paul. Paul ends up knocking out AJ Styles with a right punch, and then he lands the Paulverizer. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul will take place at WrestleMania, and they're gonna have a great match because it seems like with WrestleMania they just keep sending the legends after Logan Paul, but they always have good matches, and I want to see Styles win here, but I feel like we'll probably get a Logan Paul win. We then see Jey Uso coming out from the crowd. Jey says, everyone is asking where my mind's at. I'm locked in. Listening to Gunther talk shows me he's afraid. I'm going to whoop Gunther's ass at WrestleMania. So that's the last word from Jey Uso here. And the next time we see these two will be in the ring at WrestleMania 41. Didn't get me really pumped up for the match, but that's what it's been like lately with WWE in my eyes. We see the Judgment Day attacking Intercontinental Champion Bron Breakker backstage, which then leads to Penta taking on Finn Balor. Judgment Day come out. Finn Balor dropkicks Penta in the corner. And then Intercontinental Champion Bron Breakker runs out and he attacks Finn Balor. Balor gets a DQ victory after Judgment Day attack Braun. But Braun is able to hit a double spear to Dominic and Carlito. Penta takes out Bron Breakker and dives onto everyone on the floor. We're going to see Bron Breakker defend the title against Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. But Penta is the last man standing here. I don't think Braun's going to lose the title. If he did, I would like to see Dominic win. But I definitely think we're going to see the breakup of the Judgment Day. Finn's going to get mad at Dominic. Dominic's going to get mad at Finn. Something's going to happen. And this will be the end of Judgment Day in my eyes. It's going to be a good, thrilling match. Fatal 4-way at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman is sitting backstage and CM Punk sits next to him as they're chatting. Roman Reigns arrives in the arena and Paul Heyman follows him out. Roman walks straight to the ring. Roman says the whole world understands Paul Heyman will not screw your tribal chief. Some people will betray me, but some people aren't like you. So wise man, how could you betray me? Why? Paul says it wasn't a betrayal. I paid back a favor that I owed. Roman says I don't ask for favors. I take what I want, and I never ask for help. Please tell me how I'm supposed to cover for your dumbass favor. That's when Seth Rollins comes out. Rollins says, you're putting the pieces together, but I still have to end you at WrestleMania because it's the right thing to do. The winner of WrestleMania will define the future of our industry. It can't be you. If you win, Roman, this business dies. If CM Punk wins, this business dies. There can only be one winner, and it's got to be me. Favors don't happen by chance. I chose not to put Paul Heyman in a hospital, and now he can choose to pay that debt to me, but he's a scumbag. Paul Heyman is not in CM Punk's corner by chance. He's made a choice. Why is he choosing CM Punk over you? And then Roman says, wise man, he's right. You made your choice, and I've made mine. Roman attacks Seth. Paul says, I acknowledge you. Roman gets in Paul's face, pushes him. CM Punk runs out and takes out Roman Reigns. And Roman spears CM Punk, which allows Seth to hit Roman Reigns in the back with a steel chair, bringing us back over 10 years ago to when Seth Rollins broke up the Shield with a chair shot to the back of Roman. Seth then lands a stomp to both CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and Seth stares down Paul Heyman as Raw comes to a close. We're going to see night one of WrestleMania, the main event, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. I don't know who's going to win that one. I still have no idea, but it's definitely going to be a good match. Paul Heyman's going to get involved, but I guess for me, why does this match matter? They haven't given me a reason. Seth says the future is defined by this match, but shouldn't that be for a title? I don't know. And the fact that Paul Heyman, the big favors, Paul Heyman's going to be in CM Punk's corner, that doesn't really make a huge difference in my eyes. But all in all, this is a decent episode of Raw. It really was basic. Like, with WrestleMania this Saturday, I don't know why they would give us a Raw like this, but this is what we're getting. My favorite moment, though, was the ending with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. We don't know what's going to happen with those guys, but a lot of stuff coming your way, as I mentioned earlier. We have Friday Night SmackDown. We have NXT Stand Deliver, the Hall of Fame, and WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. We'll be dropping more recaps as we go along. Also, we have Attitude Years coming your way. So until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.